So, I am very late to school today, and if I was teaching any other place, it would have been quite embarrassing. But since I am teaching in a remote village, it's just one of those things. Things never really line up perfectly for you to work as you are supposed to around this place. But I do my best. There is one main path that goes through the center of the village, and it's the path that everyone uses most of the time, and it's the path I also use whenever I'm going to school. So there's this house. Yeah, this house. I have PTSD whenever I'm passing by this house. And it all goes back to when I first came to the village. Chat is a small village where everyone knows everyone. And unfortunately for me, that same notion applies to the animals here, especially the dogs. And when it comes to dogs, I've always had a very reasonable amount of fear when it comes to those animals because, let's be honest, they can be very vicious. The dogs here in the village are even more vicious because they are specifically hunting dogs. They go for hunting in the bushes with them, so they are very wild and they exhibit that same level of viciousness to strangers. And so here I was, a newly posted teacher, a stranger in the village with so many dogs, and wherever I went, the dogs were just going wow. So I was being terrorized by the dogs in the village, but then in this particular house, the house I just showed you, it was at a whole different level. I remember on one particular day, which is where my trauma really stems from, they were just lying down cool, and I always try to avoid that house. Instead of me walking closer, I walk all the way at the other end of the street. Sometimes I even pass through the bushes just because of the dogs. But on that day, I was trying to avoid them, hoping the dogs wouldn't see me. And then some way, somehow, all of them probably saw me at the same time, and they all stood up and they ran towards me at full speed, and I can't tell you how I felt. The people were like, "Oh, don't run, don't do anything," and I didn't run, not because the people were saying I shouldn't run, but then I was too scared to move. Okay, my heart was in my throat, my life was flashing before my eyes, and I was so scared. But they came, they didn't really attack me, they just stood around me and they were just barking so viciously, and the people managed to sack the dogs away. And then I found some courage to walk away, pretending I was all cool and stuff, but then I was quite petrified. Over the time, the dogs have gotten used to me and they act cool around me, but then whenever I pass by that house, I can't help but relive that moment. Yeah. Hey, get inside.